Hello and welcome, mariners. Today, we're diving deep into a crucial tool for enhancing safety at sea, the Rubrics assessment framework. Specifically, we'll apply to one of the most critical drills on any vessel, the man overboard procedure. This framework isn't just about passing or failing. It's a structured system to evaluate performance, identify strengths, and pinpoint areas for improvement, ensuring your crew is always ready for the real thing. It breaks down complex actions into clear, measurable criteria, moving beyond simple checklists to foster true competency. So, let's explore how this 5-point scale, from unsatisfactory to excellent, can transform your training and save lives. Let's start with the first and most critical action: alarm and communication. On a scale of 1 to 5, what does excellent look like? A 5 is an immediate alarm the second a person goes overboard. This is followed by a clear, concise announcement over the VHF radio and the ship's internal communication system. Everyone on the bridge and on deck knows exactly what's happening without a second of delay. A good performance, a 4, might involve raising the alarm within 30 seconds. The message gets out, but there was a slight hesitation. Now, for a satisfactory 3, the alarm is raised, but the communication might be unclear or incomplete, causing a bit of confusion. A 2 needs improvement, is a significant delay, perhaps over a minute before the alarm sounds. This lost time is critical. And a 1, unsatisfactory, is the worst-case scenario. No alarm is raised at all, leaving the crew and nearby vessels completely unaware. You can see how this grading gives a much clearer picture than a simple yes or no. Next up is maneuver execution. Time is of the essence, and the ship's handling is key to a successful rescue. An excellent 5 is awarded when the bridge team initiates the correct, pre-planned maneuver, like a Williamson or Anderson turn-in under 2 minutes. The execution is swift, decisive, and precise. A good score of 4 means the correct maneuver was chosen, but there was a minor delay in starting it. Maybe there was a moment of hesitation or a brief discussion, but they got it right. A satisfactory 3 indicates that while a maneuver was attempted, there were some errors in its execution. Perhaps the turn was too wide, or the approach speed was misjudged. This is where things start to become less efficient. A 2 needs improvement, is a serious issue. The wrong maneuver was chosen for the conditions, actively hindering the rescue effort. And finally, an unsatisfactory 1 is when no maneuver is attempted at all. The vessel continues on its course, or the bridge team freezes, a situation that could have tragic consequences. Now let's talk about crew coordination. A man overboard drill is a team sport, and seamless coordination is non-negotiable. An excellent 5 is a beautiful thing to watch. It's like a well-oiled machine. There's seamless teamwork, clear and concise commands are given and repeated back, and a designated pointer maintains constant visual contact with the person in the water. Everyone knows their role and executes it flawlessly. A good 4 shows solid coordination, but maybe with a minor moment of confusion that's quickly resolved. For a satisfactory 3, we start to see some cracks. There might be some miscommunication, crew members are unsure of their roles, or conflicting orders. A needs improvement score of 2 indicates poor coordination. The deck team is disorganized, commands are not being followed, and the overall effort is chaotic. This is where the situation can become dangerous for the crew themselves. An unsatisfactory 1 is a complete breakdown of teamwork, disorganized, unsafe, and ineffective. This rubric highlights that technical skill alone isn't enough. Teamwork is paramount. With the vessel positioned, we move to the recovery technique. Getting the person out of the water safely is the ultimate goal. An excellent 5 involves a perfect leeward approach, creating a calm patch of water to work in. The recovery equipment, whether it's a rescue boat or a recovery sling, is deployed correctly and efficiently. The entire process is controlled and safe. A good score of 4 means the recovery was successful and mostly safe, but perhaps with some slight, manageable risks. For example, maybe the approach was a little too fast. A satisfactory 3 is a recovery that happens, but with moderate risks involved. This could be difficulty handling the equipment or a less than ideal ship position, making the recovery challenging. A needs improvement score, a 2, represents an unsafe recovery attempt. This is a critical failure where the actions of the crew put the person in the water or the rescue team in further danger. And an unsatisfactory 1 is when no recovery attempt is made, or the attempt is abandoned without a valid reason. Beyond the immediate actions, we must consider regulatory compliance. Our drills must align with international standards. An excellent 5 means the entire drill was conducted in full compliance with STCW, SOLAS, and the ISM code. All logs were filled out correctly, procedures were followed by the book, and safety protocols were strictly adhered to. This demonstrates a deep-seated safety culture. A good 4 indicates the drill was mostly compliant, with only minor administrative oversights that didn't affect safety. A satisfactory 3 is awarded for partial compliance. Maybe some procedures were overlooked or the record-keeping was incomplete. This signals a need for procedural review and training. A needs improvement score of 2 means there was minimal compliance with the regulations, indicating a significant gap in the crew's knowledge or the ship's procedures. Finally, an unsatisfactory score of 1 is given for being completely non-compliant, which poses a serious risk to the vessel, its crew, and its certification. Last but certainly not least is post-recovery care. The rescue isn't over when the person is back on deck. An excellent 5 is awarded for the immediate provision of medical care. The crew initiates hypothermia protocols, assesses for injuries, and the designated medical officer takes charge right away. They are prepared and act instantly. A good 4 means medical attention was provided within 2 minutes of recovery. It's prompt, just not instantaneous. A satisfactory 3 is when basic first aid is given, but it might be delayed or not fully comprehensive. For example, they provide a blanket but don't actively start rewarming procedures. A needs improvement 2 is a significant delay in providing any care, leaving the casualty to suffer from the effects of cold and shock. And a non-satisfactory 1, the worst outcome, is when no care is provided at all. This final step is crucial and reflects the crew's commitment to the total well-being of their shipmates. So there you have it. By using this Rubrics assessment framework, you move from a simple pass-fail mindset to a culture of continuous improvement. After a drill, the crew can sit down and review these scores. Where did we score a 5? Let's celebrate that and make it our standard. Where did we score a 3? Let's analyze why and target that specific area for our next training session. This structured feedback is incredibly powerful. It builds competence, confidence, and most importantly, a safer environment for everyone on board. It transforms training from a routine task into a dynamic learning experience. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content on maritime safety and best practices.